Let you all open all your three eyes.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
In this sacred manual of power manifestation, which serves as a scriptural authority containing the Shastra Pramanas, eternal unchangeable truths, Apta Pramanas, Atma Pramanas, Sakshi Pramanas, and Prataksha Pramanas, we present to you the various powers of Paramashiva. By this, we place before humanity the supreme authenticity of the power manifestation science established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Nityananda Paramashivam. Paramashiva has systematically revealed these powers in their purest forms as various techniques and revelations to experience pure oneness with Paramashiva. As a direct experience of oneness with Paramashiva, his Shaktis powerfully manifest in an initiated being at different levels of human consciousness, physicality, physiology, psychology, and neurology permanently. We offer these power manifestation manuals to celebrate your experience of oneness with the Supreme Paramashiva. Nityanandam.
Nityanandam, Jnanapadati Manual, under the guidance of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is power manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself explaining what is power manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, playing with life, playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence, all these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Now let's understand who is Paramashiva. Bhagwan himself has beautifully explained the Paramashiva in all of us.
Paramashiva does manifestation, maintenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation. He resides in his supreme Paramashiva Swarupa as Ajomuha or Adhomuha, unborn, beyond form, formlessness. Is Paramashiva Swarupa. That Paramashiva Swarupa manifests with these 5 faces as Sadashiva, Tatpurusha, Vamadeva, Ahora, Satyojata, Ishana. 5 faces he manifests and does the Panchakritya, Srishti, manifestation, Sthiti, sustenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, Anugraha, liberation. Understand? He does all these 5 jobs. Through these 5 phases. Now listen carefully. Tatpurusham, Vamadevam, Satyojatam, Ahoram, Ishanam. These 5 phases does Panchakrityas. Each phase, each dimension is not just one F-A-C-E phase, P-H-A-S-E phase. It's not just F-A-C-E, P-H-A-S-E. Understand? The creation, not just creation getting created, even sustenance need to be created. Destruction need to be created and pulling out of delusion need to be created. Liberation need to be created. Then creation, manifestation need to be maintained. Maintenance, sthiti itself need to be maintained. Destruction, samhara, the rejuvenation need to be sustained, maintained when it is happening. Pulling out of delusion, Trobhava, need to be maintained when it is happening. And Anugraha, liberation, need to be maintained when it is happening. Those micromilliseconds when it is happening. So understand, Satyojata Murti as 5 phase, Ishana Murti as 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti as 5 phase, Agora Murti has 5 phase, Tatpurusha Murti has 5 phase. So, Tatpurusha Murti as is 5 phase, Agora Murti has is 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti has is 5 phase, Satyojata Murti has is 5 phase, Ishana Murti has is 5 phase. All these 5 Murtis, 5 phases put together is 25 phases of Mahasadashiva.
Bhagwan beautifully explained Paramashiva. Now, who is His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam is a reviver of Kailasha, the ancient Enlightenment civilization, the great cosmic borderless nation. Is an avatar from and is a Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam has made Science of Power Manifestation Yoga temple-based university for humanity, Sovereign Order of Kailasha, led by His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam and Nityananda Order of Monks, Nuns, Hindu diasporas are working for global peace to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Nityananda Hindu University, world's largest with extended campus in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time capsuling, decoding, spreading and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and 64 sacred arts, science like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu, and many more. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam is 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shamalapita Sarvanyapita, ancient apex body of Hinduism and present emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Swamrajyam. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam has survived the worst persecution of multiple assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. Beautifully, Bhagavan now explains who is His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam.
Everything is infinitely powerful. You realize your potentiality. You establish yourself in the completion, space of completion. You are God, that's all. All of us are gods. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body. Both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. Sangha is a place where the tattvas are taught to you, and till it becomes satya, you are supported. Akhadas are basically founded by Sadashiva himself. All is ganas, Shiva ganas. Exactly the word gana means. In your length, breadth, depth, if you are filled by Shiva, you are Shiva gana. All the Shiva ganas formed the first Akhada. Later on, much later, Kapila Muni organizes Mahanirvani Akhada. Then all other Akhadas. Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, the oldest apex body of Hinduism, I welcome every one of you. What I am teaching is from original Agamas Yogapada. The science very clearly declares, Sadashiva is very clear, manifestation of these powers happen when you experience oneness with Sadashiva.
choose your guru. The best thing is find a person who is enlightened, experienced, who can play with energy, who can directly transmit experience to you, and who is in tune with the original Shastras, the source of the knowledge. All the revealed scriptures available about the yoga directly by Sadashiva for you to do research, study, practice, question the people who teach.
The science of power manifestation is a gift to the humanity which is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. Diksha, or the initiation from His Divine Holiness, Nityananda Paramashivam, makes the science directly an experience for the initiates. The experience is directly authenticated by the Pramanas. The Shastra Pramanas, the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Veda and Agamas. The Apta Pramanas, the experience of the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamars, Alvars, and Siddhars, who are the authority of Hinduism, who have scientists who time-tested and verified the science of power manifestation. The Atma Pramanas are the avatar who land on the planet Earth to give a superconscious breakthrough to humanity. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar, personal experience of power manifestation. Shakshi Pramanas, or the experience of the millions of disciples, devotees, and followers initiated into the science of power manifestation by Bhagavan himself. Pratyaksha Pramanas, or the scientific studies which can be measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state. Powerful cognition from Bhagavad Gita decoded. Bhagavan beautifully says, Arjuna becomes perfect disciple. He has no doubt about whatever Krishna has said to him so far. It only corroborates what the great sages have said. All that Arjuna seeks is that his Lord and Master tells him more about himself, his glory. I just need to know, how should I approach you? How should I see you? Tell me more. I can never tire of listening to your words. Arjuna is in love with his Master. When you are in such a deep love as Arjuna is now, and as the Gopikas were with Krishna, in Vrindavan, there is nothing to be said, there is nothing even to be heard. Whatever Arjuna says is merely to keep his end of the dialogue going. Arjuna knows that there is no need for Krishna to say anything now. Yes, he would be delighted if Krishna were to speak of his glory, his Leela. However, Arjuna is in such a state of meditation, ready for his ultimate experience, that whatever his master says or does would not matter to him. Such a beautiful cognition of how Arjuna's love for the master, how he became the perfect disciple, how he wanted to just hear more and more Krishna, and how he experienced Krishna continuously as meditation. And with this powerful cognition, let's go to the Shastra Pramana.
3 of Vibhuti Spanda, Sutra 3.4 and 3.5. Yatha hi arto sputo drishta savadhane pichetasi bhuyah sputataro bhati swabalodhyoga bhavitaha तथा यत्परमार्थेन येन यत्र यथा स्थितं तत्तथा बलमाक्रम्य न चिरात् सम्प्रवर्तते.
Spandakarika, Section 3, Vibhuti Spanda, Sutra 3.4, 3.5. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, indeed, just as an object or static matter, which is in spite of all attentiveness of the mind, is perceived and seen indistinctly at first, then appears and manifests more distinctly and clearly when observed with the strength of one's visual powers. So when the yogi restores or to the power of spanda, the dynamic activity in its highest essential nature of oneness with Sadashiva, then whatever thing or object, the idea with the static matter exists in its highest dimension, in which form, whatever in or in whichever place or time, in whichever state or dimension, that thing of object at once appears and manifests in that very way by the nature of its strategic existence. Bhagavan beautifully says how Arjuna lived around Krishna, exactly how Swamiji has told how he lived around Arunagiri Yogeshwara. He will keep the clock and ahead of the time, move the needle just to bring it to morning so that he can get up and go and see Arunagiri Yogeshwara. The 90 days, the summer vacation, how he spent with Arunagiri Yogeshwara, talking to him, enjoying him physically, mentally, morally, feeling connection, everything that he enjoyed with Arunagiri Yogeshwara, the deep, most compassion space, same way Arjuna experiences Krishna in all dimensions of Krishna. Such a beautiful relationship with Krishna is the ultimate space of oneness. Bhagavan beautifully says how you need to be as a disciple is melting in the oneness with him. Simply, he will start melting the whole space just for you. How we feel when we have a good student to learn, we simply want to teach him more and more. That's exactly how all the acharyas, avatars are. When they find the right student, simply they want to pour everything. And Krishna is pouring into Arjuna and through Arjuna to the humanity, telling us how amazing it is to teach to a person who is ready to listen and want to transform instead of self-doubt, self-denial, and self-hatred. Arjuna does not have any self-doubt or self-denial or self-hatred. Just the presence of Krishna heals him out of all that. Again and again, he reminds Krishna to be in the space of oneness with him and talk about his glory. And he says, keep speaking about your glory and simply you will be liberated. Krishna says, if you understand him, Arjuna will be liberated. Bhagavan beautifully says that statement that when you understand the master, you have understood yourself and to the ultimate reality. Such a beautiful cognition happens when you are really in oneness with Paramashiva. Bhagavan always says the Zen story, where one day the Zen master and the student were walking on the bridge, and the Zen master told the student to just sit down and see when the river stops and the bridge starts moving, he can come. And the disciple sat and sat and sat and sat and sat. Finally, he saw the bridge was moving and the water was stable. Then he came to his master, and master said, okay, you are fine. Now I let him go. And simply it happens again and again and again in so many ways, so many stories, how the disciple, when he's in a receiving space, he did not ask, what will I do for food if I sit here? How can I go to bathroom? How many times should I sit here? What will happen? When will happen? This birth or next birth? And how can I sit in the bridge? There will be some people taking something. They'll ask me to move, what to do at that time. Nothing. He just sat till he found out the bridge is moving and the water is stable comparative to the bridge. So beautifully, Bhagavan says, if you're ready, any initiation, any one word will become your ultimate reality. The receiving space is what we have to again and again raise our consciousness space, maturity space. Bhagavan says, if you are a camphor, I can just become like a bomb for you. If you're like a just banana stem, that's it. Forever I can heat you up there, but nothing will turn hot and nothing will ever happen. So that is the beauty of how we need to exist in front of the Master for us to surrender and experience the ultimate. He will exactly pull out our inauthenticity and incompletions and simply will manifest our reality as beautiful, manifesting the powers of Paramashiva. Now with this, let's go to the Apta Pramana. The Apta Pramana is from the Sai Baba website, shared by Dr. Kalpalata and Guntupalli. Kalpalata K. Guntupalli, service in Satyasai Medical Mission in the official website about Satyasai Baba, blessing received in the form of Vibhuti mentalization in the conference. For many of us who have not been fortunate enough to speak and interact with Swami, he has showered us with his grace, blessing and approval through Vibhuti manifesting in the conference brochure every year.
Ash, I materialize, is a manifestation of divinity with a potent significance as well as symbolization. It is symbolic of the cosmic, immortal, and infinite nature of all forms of God, Atma, or the Spirit. That is, what is left when everything worldly, transient, and changeable has burnt away. In the first place, it is symbolic of the life-death cycle in which everything ultimately reduces itself to ash. For dust thou art, and unto dust shall thou returnest. Ash or dust is the final condition of things. It cannot undergo any further change. In the spiritual context, Vibhuti constitutes a warning to the receiver to give up desire, to burn all passions, attachments, and temptations in the fires of worship, which makes one pure in thought, word, and deed. It is in order to press home this lesson that I materialize ash for those who come to me with love and devotion. Like the other materializations, it also acts as a talisman, healing the sick and giving protection to those who need it. It is a symbol of divinity, quite different from magic trickery. My powers to protect, heal, save people, and materialize objects originate in God and can be used only by an avatar.
Let's go to the Atma Pramana. Atma Pramana are the Leelas of Bhagavan. Bhagavan himself narrates about teleportation.
Subject itself is materialization, teleportation, and its benefits to humanity. Let me explain the science of teleportation. All objects are energy particles. It can be dismantled and assembled again. By the same energy. All the objects are made out of energy. So energy can be dismantled, moved, assembled anywhere, as the whole base remains as energy. What is its benefit to humanity? See, when somebody receives some teleported material in their hand or in their body, or sits in the presence of a place where the receiving is happening, the whole space vibrates in the highest frequency, by whom teleportation happens. The other day the scientists were explaining to me, A is a teleporter, B is a teleported object, C is the place where it is teleported. B and C vibrates the same frequency of A, only then the B disappears in B place and appears in C place. So when there is a teleportation happening in your hand or in your presence, your very body and mind raises to the highest frequency. That is the benefit to humanity. And that object itself is not a big thing. Of course, now I started materializing diamond. Man, it will look big thing. But for me, the pebble stone and the diamond is one and the same. Only for the people who value diamond, it is diamond. All right, today I will materialize a pebble stone. You will see, that's all. Ramakrishna says, taka mati, mati taka. Money is mud, mud is money. It is just a utility value. Some places the mud is useful, some places money is useful. See, now I am having mud pack for the digestion in the stomach. You can't have a money pack. Same way, at some places, money will be useful, mud will not be useful. So it's all just utility. The object teleported itself does not matter much. It is just little vibhuti or kumkum or all that. But the vibration of teleportation is something extraordinary. Please understand, dismantling and assembling can happen only in Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha means where the creation has happened. The cosmic mother's womb, Jagat Janani, Meenakshi. So now, when I am doing the dismantling and assembling, teleporting or materializing, this whole area becomes the Hiranyagarbha, the intense presence of Jagat Janani, mother of the universe, divine feminine consciousness. So when you sit inside, mind also goes through a great transformation, amazing transformation. All you need to do is pick up these ideas and even just put, you don't even need to put much effort, just decide, you will start living, that's it, nothing else. See, when you are in somebody's presence who is melting diamonds, can't he melt the little bit of mud in your brain? He can. His words becomes a strong self-interest of your system. Understand? Whatever I am uttering, it becomes your own interest. Only your belief, no, it is not. I should have my own interest. That is what is the only impediment. Take it up, decide for what I am saying. Immediately you will express whatever I am saying, that you are independent, intelligent, enlightened, Swayam Prakasa, self-illuminating. You will experience it. And not only that, all the positive things of those experiences will start expressing in your life. Just all you need to do is make a decision to vote for what I am saying, nothing else. It becomes, you will suddenly discover, this is your self-interest, your muscle memory. This is your very innermost intelligence. You are fighting with it for such a long time, foolishly. Just if you sit in the presence of a master space where the teleportation, materialization, like this high intense activities are going on, your brain will pick up many extraordinary capacities. The non-mechanical parts of your brain will be awakened. To make this available to the mass, I have designed a new program called High Tech, High Achievers Technology. I am launching that program today. You can go to our website to get more details. It is a 30 days. Every day morning they sit with me. I can say it is an Indian version of Inner Awakening. Economy version of Indian Inner Awakening. 30-day morning they will sit. They will be made to experience the non-mechanical parts of the brain, which is awakened in high achievers, especially for the worldly success. What do you call social success? The teleportation or materialization is directly useful because of that highest frequency. In which the happenings are happening, the frequency where you are there for the happening, the energy field where this kind of materials getting dismantled, moved, appeared, all these things happen. When you go and sit there, the information teleportation also happens to you. Please understand. More than a money teleportation or the object teleportation, when I say money, I am not meaning currency, I am saying some object. Money valued object. The information teleportation also a great process.
So nice that we heard about Atma Pramana. Let's go to the Shakshi Pramana. Balasans from the Gurukul is sharing the experience.
So what happened was, I materialized like kumkum, vibhuti, chandan and abhishekam powder, these 5 things on the deities before the alankar. So during the alankar, I told the people who did the alankaram in the temple that wipe away everything. Check all this, completely wipe the deities so that nothing is there. Take the pictures of the deities and send it to me. and one of the priests from there, he took all those photos and sent it to me. Then he told start the timer. Exactly within 21 minutes, I sent him the list of what all are going to get mineralized, which body part is going to get mineralized. And exactly 21 minutes later, I got a call from him saying that all these things have materialized in different places of the deities. So you can now see it on the screen. So you can now see on the screen the different types of things which materialized. Like the one you're seeing on the screen is Vibhuti on Dakshinamurti's feet.
Prataksha Pramana. Scientific studies, what can be measured, measuring the effect of being in enlightenment state. The science of teleportation. Science defines teleportation as a process by which an object is dematerialized and essential information about its atomic structure is sent to another point in space, where the object is instantaneously rematerialized or reassembled into its component atoms. Explained using quantum mechanics, teleportation is a mechanism by which information of the exact state of an atom can be transmitted from one location to another. In this process, information is transported from one location to another using an entangled quantum state. Known as quantum teleportation, this process involves a phenomena called entanglement, which is possible only on a microscale. As mentioned earlier, in classical terms, information is called a bit, and in quantum mechanics, it is called qubit. Whereas quantum entanglement allows teleportation to happen instantaneously, recreation of masses larger than an atom would also need a classical information link between the two locations. This link cannot process information faster than the speed of light, and thus there will be a time delay from point A to point B for teleportation to occur. Source is taken from Avatar Shastra, Chapter 10, Science of Miracles, page 202. There is a physical evidence of teleportation of structures ranging from sacred ash to larger objects across continent. Example, from Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Bengaluru Adinam to several international locations outside of India. In physics laboratories, the largest distance of experimental teleportation is 143 kilometers. Larger masses made up of multiple atoms would require more time for reassembly, as they still need to use the classical channel in spite of information having preceded it instantaneously through quantum entanglement. Quantum teleportation is actually a process of replication similar to cloning or biological faxing, where the same information is used to create a duplicate exactly like the original object. The object itself is not teleported, but only information about it is captured and used. The main difference between teleportation, as science knows it, and more conventional forms of sending information from one place to another is that this is a process of instantaneous teleportation. In 1998, for the first time, a team of researchers at California Institute of Technology successfully teleported a photon across a distance of approximately 1 meter. However, in the process, the original object was destroyed. Since then, a number of teleportation experiments have been performed. In 2006, physicists at the Niels Bohr Institute, Denmark, led by Eugene Polzik, teleported photons across half a meter and used them to illuminate a cloud of atoms. This was considered a milestone because it involved teleportation between light and matter. In 2013, the research group succeeded in teleporting information between two clouds of gas atoms and to carry out the teleportation. Not just one or few times, but successfully every single time. The results were published in scientific journal, Nature Physics. In stark contrast to these efforts, the teleportation of whole objects and even people is a well-defined practice in the mystical tradition. Unlike in the scientific context, it is not just the vital information about the object, but the object itself which is teleported. Power of teleportation. Teleport prasad of sacred powders to mass live audience on two-way or across great distance without known physical presence. Setting up. For the setting up, you will need number 1, camera with timestamp. Number 2, Yananjana, this is optional. Number 3, any sacred powder. This could be turmeric, kumkum, or basma. And number 4, an empty cup, plate, or bowl for audience members. Take a few minutes to set up your camera. Step number 1, download Timestamp app. Step number 2, click on video. Step number 3, ensure the time is shown on screen. And step number 4, make sure the camera is facing you. Please take a few minutes to set it up. Guidelines. Before we start the power manifestation process, let us get ourselves ready with the guidelines. For the setup, you will need to set up a video call or an audio call with a live audience. Number 2, choose a comfortable location to sit. Number 3, verify that the audience members have a clean, dry, empty cup, bowl, or plate in front of them. Number 4, set up the camera at both locations. Focus camera to fully capture the containers and the participants at all times. To start, number 5, turn on your video recording device with the location, date, and timestamp. Number 6, if you have Yananjana, apply between your brows. If not, simply bring your awareness to your brow center. Number 7, sit straight facing your audience. Verify that yourself, the audience, have their empty container to receive. Remain fully visible to the camera during the whole duration of the manifestation. Number 8, bring your awareness between your brow center. Gently focus on the sacred powders in front of you while connecting to Paramashiva with a request to teleport the powders from where you are to each of the receiving containers across the distance. Number 9, sit for 21 minutes unclutched from all thoughts that arise during the continuous chanting of the Mahavakya and enjoy the experience. Number 10, after the Mahavakya subsides, video verify that the teleportation of sacred powders has manifested. Next, turn off your cameras. Number 11, the manifestation of range. Number 1, body temperature change. Number 2, Kundalini energy feeling. Number 3, sprinkles or smearing amounts of powders on and around the container and participants. Celebrate your manifestation of teleporting sacred powder offerings to a mass live audience across great distance.
Power manifestation instructions. Let's sit straight, the head, neck, and back in a straight line, so that beautifully the Kundalini energy raises to the Agnya where the manifestation happens. Usually, our awareness is on Muladhara, Swadhisthana, and Manipuraha, where navel center, your below navel center. Here, bringing the awareness to your third eye and sitting straight will give us amazing possibility of power manifestation. Now let's understand few words that Bhagavan is repeatedly using. Shaktipada, oneness, be unclutched, initiation. So here first we will see in Bhagavan's words what is Shaktipada.
Let me give an introduction about what is Shaktipada process. Please understand. You would have seen or heard about how the chicken sits on the egg and hatches. Of course, in the modern countries, this does not happen. Machine sits on the egg and or egg sits on the machine. In those days, originally when hens and chicken were getting produced on the planet Earth, the hen used to sit on the chicken and hen used to sit on the egg and the chicken will come out of the egg. See, same way, Sadashiva sitting means the ultimate cosmic energy sitting on the individual soul
and making the individual soul into cosmic energy is Shaktipada. Hen sitting on the egg and making the chicken happen, same way. You may think, how come, what is going on here? That hen is only sitting just by the body heat of the hen, the egg is becoming chicken. Because no surgery is done and nothing goes inside. It's only sitting. Same way, it is just sitting. It's only the presence, the Shaktipada, makes the individual soul into cosmic soul.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained Shaktipada, how individual soul becomes cosmic soul. And let's listen to initiation.
You see, let me explain the initiation. Initiation is the process beyond your intellectual understanding. The transmission of lamp happens. Now, you understood something intellectually. There is something which is not understood, which can't be transmitted through the words. That is transmitted. That's what we call initiation. Sometimes I tell people that unless you are initiated, the techniques do not create the result. The reason is you do not grasp completely whatever is expressed through words. Initiation is like it just transmits whatever need to be transmitted beyond logic and beyond words. People ask me why to wear this bracelet or this mala and all those things. This all will remind you. Why bracelet in the hand? It will remind you, before eating, did you meditate? It's a constant reminders. Before eating, let you be reminded, did you do the meditation? That is why this bracelet. That is why this mala. That is why this external things. Sometimes this external things does a big job of reminding you constantly. That is why take the help of external things also, nothing wrong. People ask me, why we can just be spiritual without having external things? If you can, really you are welcome. But I don't think anybody who speaks in that way is successful. I've never seen people becoming successful avoiding the external things, just having internal things. And it is just a nice way of escaping from yourself.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained initiation. Let's listen to be unclutched. What is to be unclutched?
The thoughts, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Because the gap between two thoughts is too small. The neutral space between the two thoughts is too small. You think all the thoughts are connected and it is in the shared form. It is not. By your very nature, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Between every thought, you experience a neutral space. When you change the gear, whether you go from neutral to 1 or 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 or 4 to whatever gears you may change, but every time you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to the next gear. Even if you want to go from 2 to 3, you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to 3. Same way, between every thought, you experience a neutral space. You experience a neutral space between every thought. Between every thought. That that neutral space, that silence is what I call peace or bliss. The peace which exists, the bliss which exists already in you, between every thought, the gap of the thought, the gap between the thoughts, that neutral space is the peace, is the bliss. When you understand you are unconnected, independent, illogical, and unclutched by your very nature, you will start experiencing the neutral space in you, neutral space which exists in you. You will start living from moment to moment in spontaneity. You need to understand one more thing. This technique of being unclutched, it does miracles in your being, in the body level, or in the mental level, or in the being level. In every level, when you understand the truth, by your very nature, you are unclutched. The tremendous quantum transformation. You take a quantum jump. The transformation happens in quantum, not step by step. Just one jump. You take a quantum jump and experience the truth awakening in you.
The oneness space is the most beautiful space that Bhagavan himself is explaining how we are ferocious. Beyond the tiredness and boredom, we can experience the space of oneness and be unclutched.
Oneness is not imagination. Oneness is not visualization. Oneness is not even just declaration. It is your existence. An idea which is you is oneness. The idea which has become part of your very space, which does not tire you or bore you by the passage of the time, is oneness. Mahadeva says in the Agama, Sadashiva beautifully explains in the Agama, Kala, Yama cannot tire you or bring boredom to you if something becomes your space. Devi achieved the blissful state and union with Mahadeva on Shivaratri day because our space became oneness. Anything which brings tiredness or boredom has not yet become your space. If living in this body brings you tiredness and boredom, you are not going to be living in this body forever. When that becomes too much, you are going to drop it and move ahead. If you want to be in oneness forever, it should become part of your space, means you should become ferocious with you and break this very tiredness and boredom. Only when you deal you with the ferociousness, you break the tiredness and boredom. With that ferociousness, you need to make oneness as your space. Anything stands as an imagination in the length level, visualization in the breadth level, declaration in the depth level. If you open your time with ferociousness, it just sinks into space level. With this ferociousness, the time layer in you opens, and the oneness from imagination to visualization to declaration, it becomes your space, the way of existence.
The most important, Bhagavan says, being unclutched, understanding the Shaktipada, the oneness space, and chanting the Mahavakya. The Mahavakya, the power of the Mahavakya, pushes you into the higher states of consciousness. Here, Bhagavan himself explains how we can experience the Shaktipada, raised higher consciousness, through Mahavakya.
It's one of the very important revelation by Sadashiva. All the electronic equipments work when the electrons are made to vibrate. That happens by the light. When the electricity is supplied, the light particle vibrates, the electronic equipment starts working. Just like that, the spiritual power and the umbilical cord connection, spiritual umbilical cord connection between you and me, it works with sound particle. For example, my integrity with the cosmos, Sadashiva, Mahasadashiva, it reverberates in certain level of frequency. When you are integrated to me, you also start reverberating in the same frequency. If your integrity goes down, that is when you start connecting with me only as a manager or this organization head or your Purvashram father, mother. Your connection with me goes down to the lower level if the integrity gets reduced. I was wondering, what is the way we can bring people to the higher integrity immediately and the feeling connection, so they start manifesting the powers, they start staying in the space of Sadashivatva. Sadashiva revealed a beautiful sound. I can tell you, this is like a password. At any point, if you are not able to bring yourself to oneness, you are a little shaken, disturbed, or for some reason, you are not able to bring yourself to oneness. This is like a password. You type, whether your mind feels connected or not, the energy will start flowing in you beyond the depth dimension. You see, all mind oscillation, restlessness, all mental idea based feeling connected or not feeling connected is only length, breadth, depth level, not in the space level. But this sound will straight infuse energy from the space level. Like for example, if the power goes off, automatically the generator will get switched on and the power supply will be going on. So end result will not be lost. Whether government power supply or the generator power supply, end result will not be stopped. So whenever you feel little that oneness is, you are not catching it, just feed this password. Immediately the oneness will open up and you will start manifesting the powers, energy, and the whole space will shift. It is directly from Sadashiva. It's a beautiful sound. I don't even want to say it's a mantra. It is not even a mantra because there is no meaning in it. You can't derive a meaning for it. It just flashed like a password for all the initiations I am giving. One single password for all the initiations I am giving. And the initiations I gave, I am giving, I will be giving for all that. This is like one password. Don't even repeat like a mantra. Just feed like a password and it will just open up. Your whole being will open up. Listen carefully. It starts with the vibration Om. Listen and then repeat. Om. Very deep. Om. Nityananda. Nityananda. Maha Sadashivoham.
So Bhagavan gave beautiful explanation of how you can be in Shaktipada. Visualize Paramashiva who has come down as Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam from Kailasha. Remembering Paramashiva in your third eye, again and again, bringing your awareness to your third eye simply makes you manifest powers. Absolute unclutching. How Bhagavan said, the neutral zone, nothing ever touches the screen. Like same way, the movie does not touch the screen, whether it is happening in ferocious or any soft, beautiful, nothing touches the screen. Be unclutched like the screen. And to experience the state of Paramashiva, your inner space being completely unclutched. Complete completion to experience the space of Paramashiva. Inside us, the complete completion happens when we are in tune with Paramashiva. That everything is redundant and irrelevant. The essence of completion is irrelevant. Nothing matters in your life because everything is complete completion. Oneness with Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, in ferocious breaking the boredom and tiredness, just being in the space of oneness with Paramashiva to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Tyaga as Paramashiva is your only strength, now declaring complete integrity with Bhagavan to experience the being of Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, chanting the Mahavakya raises your frequency and that is your only strength to manifest any reality. Being in this beautiful space of Paramashiva, you can experience such a beautiful space, state, powers, and becoming the being of Paramashiva, manifesting whatever you want. Now, you will be manifesting the powers, watching the oneness capsule, and chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. We'll be playing the Mahavakya and the oneness capsule for you to manifest powers. At end of the Mahavakya, you can start with the verification and sharing and causing. Thank you.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. ज्ञानंद परम शिवम 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. 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 Jnananda Paramashivam. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. नित्यानंद परमशिवोऽहम्। 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. 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 Jnananda Paramashivam. Om 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 Jnananda Paramashivam. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Om Jnananda Paramashivam. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. Om
Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Verification process. Please verify the following. Number 1. The location, time, date stamp appear on each video device. Set up the video devices in each location. Focus camera at all times on the receiving plates and participants. Number 2. Video devices are set up for wide angle, horizontal, and clear full views. Number 3. No editing of the video and the camera does not move during the manifestation. Number 4. Video recording is continuous without stopping and restarting during the manifestation process. And number 5. Teleportation of the gift of sacred powders has happened physically in front of each respective participant without intervention, and that the manifestation are all captured on video. Thank you so much for your participation.
Beautiful. We are at the end of the power manifestation, but most important part of the power manifestation. Here, we are going to share all that you have manifested with the social media groups. Here we have Sri Kailasha Kotyar Manifesting Power groups. Thousands of people are part of that. And you can share there and you can post your powerful cognition and the videos. The link is tinyurl.com/power manifestation. It is at the left corner of the page. You can click on it and you can post your beautiful experience in the power manifestation group. Why sharing and causing is very important part of power manifestation. Bhagavan beautifully explains that sharing is pulling us out of delusion and causing is liberating us. We are the ones who need to start experiencing the higher states of reality, how we need to exist. Beautifully, Bhagavan explains when you are sharing with others the ultimate beautiful multidimensional logic, your brain rewires into the higher space of consciousness, the Turyatita state. Again and again, when you experience even a little bit, you share with the world, your experience becomes reality. Same thing when you cause others to come and get initiated for higher reality, you are caused into the higher purpose, the ultimate reality. Bhagavan says extreme causing, extreme power manifestation is extreme causing. So beautifully he explains how our strength is declared on Paramashiva. The power manifestation happens exactly in tune to that. And sharing with the world, continuously reiterating ourselves the experience that we had from the powerful cognition and manifesting the space of Paramashiva, the state of Paramashiva, the beings of Paramashiva, we become Paramashiva. Go on sharing and causing, which is the most important part of how you have experienced your reality. When you go to a temple, we pray and we see that beautiful experience happen in us, and then share with the world that how amazing the temple experience has manifested as your reality. Same way, when you manifest powers, when you share with the world, it becomes more and more the depth cognition of you, and you will be experiencing more powers. Even if you're manifested very small, it does not matter the quantity. Bhagavan says the quality is important. If it is authentic, please go ahead and share with the world. Do not doubt, have self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred come and block anything. Experience the ultimate in deep seeking and gratitude. Bhagavan manifest in you with a deep prayer, that asking Bhagavan to make this reality as your existential reality. With that, let's end with the Purna Mantra. Thanking Bhagavan for all these great experience. We have come to the end of the power manifestation course, and we end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nityananda Parameshivam Paduka Arpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you for participating in the Jnanapaddhati, Nityananda Jnanapaddhati course. Please go ahead and select more power manifestation and every day experience the ultimate reality for yourself. Nityananda.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham